Then I'll get on with my favorite hobby and start destroying things. That poor animal is drinking as if there were no tomorrow. Resin at the bottom, water on top, and cup surrounding it all. A sharp stone. What should I do with this drought victim? I have no idea if it is under protection, but it is so pretty that I would really like to make an exception and leave it in one piece. Siberian gentian leek seems to be the only plant that flowers around here. I know, they're under the protection of nature conservation laws. I'll be very careful. It is almost halfway fresh. Through heating, the water and the resin have mixed. The resin is almost runny now. That stuff stinks. It looks and smells like there's sulfur coming out of there. Not really the superlative in whetstones, but these scissors can't get any blunter. And how's that? It now cuts more than butter. Easy there, boy. I've tied the hair into a sort of ponytail. If I take the spoon, the hairs, and this thread, and Hey! It works! If I paint the resin very carefully over the parchment pieces, it worked! 5 parts of the source of life, 2 parts of root of tears, 1 part blood of the night, 3 parts drops of intoxication, to be taken shortly before it unites with the wind. What effect it is supposed to have isn't noted, just as much as how to get each ingredient. I could press out the gentian bulb with that, but then the juice would run all over the place. Hey, old man, wake up. Is this the recipe for your medicine? It really does seem to be the recipe. The old guy wants me to prepare it in this vial. I'll have to hurry preparing his medicine. He's not going to hold out for much longer. Well, that must be the right doses, depending, of course, on the bulb being meant as the root of tears. A few drops of the intoxication. 5 parts of the source of life, 2 parts of root of tears, 1 part blood of the night, 3 parts drops of intoxication, to be taken shortly before it unites with the wind. What effect it is supposed to have isn't noted, just as much as how to get. Ketchup is made of tomatoes. Tomatoes belong to the nightshade family. That could be the connection to the blood of the night reference. I'll try it. Five parts from the source of life. Got it. I must have all of the ingredients together now. The recipe says something about taking it shortly before it unites with the wind. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Hopefully this witch's brew doesn't blow up in my face. I have no idea when the stuff is ready, but before it all evaporates... Evaporate! That's it! To be taken before it unites with the wind. Then the medicine must be finished. Drink, old man. I hope that helps.
Thanks.
My pleasure. What happened?
A little difference of opinion with the guards.
Guards? From the research station?
Yes, Oh, it's not important.
Not so important. You nearly died.
But I'm alive. And you aren't just here to help me, are you? You have some questions.
Yes. How did you know?
Your eyes betray you. The eyes betray everyone. And your eyes, I know your eyes. They were here once a long time ago.
Me? I was most certainly not.
Yes, they were. But they weren't in the body of a young woman. You're the daughter of... What was his name again?
Vladimir Kalenkow? You know my father?
Yes, Vladimir was his name. He came to me back then like you are today, with the same eyes.
I need your help. If you knew my father, then you can also tell me what happened here all those years ago.
I'm only a shepherd. I've always been a shepherd, and I will remain a shepherd for the rest of my life.
But...
I know my place in life, and you should know yours too. Listen to the words of a simple man. My son didn't listen to me.
What do you mean?
You want to know what happened here almost 50 years ago, and what is happening here today. My son was also curious. He didn't want to listen to me. He found a strange piece of metal in the woods, and he asked questions. The wrong questions to the wrong people. I never saw him again.
There are things that we are just not meant for. If we don't realize this...
Old man, your words may be very wise, but my father is in danger and I need your help.
I know. I can see it in your eyes. You really are just like your father. I also warned him, but he didn't want to listen to me either. He entered the cursed realm of the Ogdi, the evil thunderbirds that have been sent to cause endless sickness since the year of the great catastrophe. Your father ignored my warning, and his companion must have paid dearly for it. I know that I cannot stop you, so I will tell you where your father had his camp back then.
Follow the northern path until you reach the swamps, and you will find what you are looking for. But always remember my words. Be careful in everything you do. Things happen here that no one can even begin to imagine.
The Evank was right. The atmosphere here is real strange. So unreal. Even if perhaps a good portion of superstition is involved, I have a strange feeling here. And then the story with the thunderbirds and the endless sickness. Pull yourself together, Nina. You're just exhausted. There are no thunderbirds, and any phenomenon, no matter how mysterious, can be explained rationally. Hopefully. That must be the site that the old man spoke of. My father started his expeditions from here. Maybe I'll find an explanation here of how the events of the past link with the kidnapping of my father. I should probably watch out where I'm stepping. One false step could be my last one. Nothing happens. A small metal pin. There is nothing special to see, but then again, it is pitch black in there. There is nothing special to see, but an 8mm film projector. Considering its age and the fact that it's not professionally handled here, it is not in bad condition. It won't work without electricity. An old rag. The wall is covered in soot. You can't just wipe it over and, hey, presto, clean. The rag is soaked through. I would never have dreamed that one day I would clean out a chimney from the inside. We don't want to take things to extremes. The fireplace is clean enough. The small windows are absolutely filthy. Are shards always broken, or are there whole shards? An interesting question. I'll have to ask my former philosophy professor.